What's good, everyone? It's your boy Nati with another video for the channel. Welcome back to DMV Sports Zone. I'm here with my boy Abdullah once again on our weekly Commanders weekly live stream. There's a lot to unpack. We'll try to unpack everything in about 25, 30 minutes, but or 20 to 25 minutes. But yeah, Abdullah, I mean, first and foremost, number 2 pick, Adam Schefter, already out there saying that the odds right now are that Jaden Daniels is going to be the number 2 pick for us. Do you have thoughts on that? Do you prefer Daniels over May at this point in the process? Does it change day by day? Like for me, like what is your take?
I actually I don't know, guys. Like again, I'll keep saying I can imagine either QB just coming in here and just absolutely laying a huge, I won't say the word, but it's just with Drake May, obviously downside is everyone's saying he's just a taller Sam Howell. Jaden Daniels, if he's not groomed the right way, then oh boy, it could go in a very wrong direction. In the past, we haven't had the best luck when it comes to developing quarterbacks or any luck. But no, honestly, from what I've seen, I'm kind of leaning towards Jaden Daniels now, considering the fact that he's the dual threat quarterback. But again, we'll see when time comes, and hopefully maybe I'll look into the tape and stuff, because honestly, I'll look at tape and be like, oh, this guy's a baller. He can absolutely drop a stinker in the pros. So just gotta wait till 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy. April 25th, correct? I think that's when the first day of the draft is, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly 3 weeks from today. Yeah, I mean, for me, changes day by day. I think at this point, I would probably go with Jaden Daniels just because of what you said, the dual threat ability, and also like me not being super confident in our offensive line right now. I think having the dual threat ability, being able to escape from the pocket. Not to say that Drake May can't do that at all, but I think Jaden Daniels is definitely that's his forte, and I think it would be a boom for our offense. But yeah, I guess the downside is he's 23. I mean, there is room for improvement from him, but like he's much closer to the finished product that we'll see than say a Drake May, who I think is only 20, 21 years old, and does have some time to grow. Although Drake May is also more of the unpolished product, is what we keep hearing from people in terms of his footwork and just some of the nuances that come with quarterback position. So yeah, at this point, I would go Jaden Daniels. It is interesting, though, that we hear a little bit of chatter about JJ McCarthy, a little bit of chatter about Drake May, a little bit of chatter about Jaden Daniels. It's like, which one of these quarterbacks are we going to get? We talked about this off stream, but we really don't know. Like you said, Bill, like we really don't know or won't know until probably the last minute because of the fact that this offseason, this organization has shown that they've been so tight-lipped. It's kind of crazy, like complete difference from Washington, the Redskins of past and stuff. And yeah, I mean, they've been very tight-lipped this offseason. How many signings have they had where, it hasn't been reported? Like they've officially reported these signings on their like social media pages and stuff. Like it's been a lot. Like the Austin Eckler signing, like a lot of these like smaller signings as well, sort of been under the radar, and the team has posted it on their accounts before any other publication has reported on it. So yeah, definitely tight-lipped, but it makes for a fun April, right? But yeah, you think JJ McCarthy could be at play for us for number 2?
No, hopefully not, man. I don't think he's worthy of being a first-round pick, in my opinion. I think he got carried by
You
his
don't think
college
so?
teammates.
He's
If anything,
clutch on third and long.
no, I don't. He really was. I think it was the system and the players that he was around. Maybe you could prove me wrong, but if we take him with the second overall pick, that when I saw the report that the odds are going up in favor of him, I was like, there's no freaking way. Like, it's probably just all smoke. But yeah, I don't think JJ McCarthy is worthy of being a first round quarterback, let alone a top 3 pick, bro.
Okay. I mean, I will say, everybody brings up the time when Michigan ran the ball 30 plus straight times, and JJ McCarthy didn't have to do too much. It was pretty much the tail of Michigan's season. Like he didn't throw for over 3,000 yards. He didn't have the gaudy stats, but I mean, when it came down to third and long, third and medium, he was pretty clutch. He always made the first down conversion. I'm not saying that's the end all be all for him being number 2. I'm just saying there is some legitimacy to him being, a quarterback for us. I will say it's more likely that he goes to the Vikings. I think they're going to trade up, right? They traded up to 11. They had 2 first-round picks, 11 and 23. I think it's only right that they pair those two to get a quarterback, especially after they lost overrated Kirk Cousins. But yeah, bro. I mean, you think the Vikings might be a good fit for him?
I mean, right now the Vikings, like, besides Jefferson, Addison, and am I tripping? Do they have anyone else? Like, I can't think of like anyone else special in their offense.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
In terms of main
so
guys, yeah, that's it.
yeah. But also, I gotta consider the fact, like, I mean, obviously they're gonna draft a young guy, but I'm also in the back of my mind thinking about how long is Justin Jefferson gonna have patience and to think like, yo, am I gonna stay here a couple more years with a young guy who's gonna take time to develop, and a guy like JJ McCarthy might take longer than a year to develop. I don't know. I could see them drafting him, but again, I don't want the Commanders to draft him.
Yeah. Shout out Patrick West, long time supporter of the channel. He says I'm okay with whoever we pick. I mean, that's fair. I'm okay with whoever we pick as long as that pick pans out. It cannot be a bust because we cannot afford a Jet situation where they get a Zach Wilson number 2 pick. They got lucky because Aaron Rodgers was on the trade market and they traded for him, but we'll see if they get lucky. We'll see if he actually plays well this year. I think he will, but yeah, man, we can't afford that. I mean, we had our own RG3 situation at number 2 overall, so like we can't afford that. We can't afford that, which is kind of scary though with Jaden Daniels because like with his thin frame, not to say that he got injured a lot in college, but with his thin frame and the way he runs, bro. Have you seen like highlights of him just running, bro? Like in the middle of the field, like no care. Like I don't know. It's kind of worrisome, but yeah, I still think I'm sticking with Jaden Daniels at this point for number 2. You guys know who the quarterback I really want is, though. You know who it is. It's still Caleb Williams, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, okay.
But hopefully,
Okay.
maybe this Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels situation is similar to like a Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. That's what I'm hoping for. It really proves, bro. The Texans proved within 1 year that it doesn't take that long to be a Super Bowl contender, bro. You just need a good quarterback, and eventually all the pieces will come into place.
Good coach,
coach as
sure.
well. Yeah.
Good pieces around them. Good acquisitions in the offseason. Perfect segue though, Abdullah, because I did want to talk about Stephon Diggs. I think that's probably the biggest NFL news from this week. Stephon Diggs getting traded from the Buffalo Bills to the Houston Texans. DMV native, Maryland native.
2nd round pick too, right?
Terp. Yeah, for a 2nd round pick. Yeah. Although they're gonna be on the books for a good amount of money. But still, what do you think that move does for both the Bills and the Texans?
I mean, for the Bills, it's kind of crazy because when I saw that, I'm like, oh, they have Gabe Davis still. But then I remember he went to Jacksonville. The receiver number 1 is Curtis Samuel right now, which is kind of funny. And I think they have Shakir. I think Shakir could have a big year coming. Is Shakir, yeah. And they forgot their 3rd receiver. I'm blinking out on him. But I think they're definitely going to draft the receiver in the 1st round.
They got good tight ends. Tight ends, Kincaid and Dawson Knox.
Yeah. But I don't see them not drafting a receiver, at least in the first 2 rounds or 3 rounds. But for the Texans, I mean, bro, their offense looks pretty nice. You got Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. All 3 of those receivers are arguably number 1 receivers. Dalton Schultz, CJ Stroud, and Joe Mixon. I think they could be a top 10 offense in this league this upcoming year. Just gotta see how they pan out, especially in Jack.
Good offensive line too. Laramie Tunsil, one of the best offensive linemen in the league.
And they're probably going to draft offensive linemen as well.
Good defense. They acquired Danielle Hunter on defense and a really good linebacker. I'm drawing a blank right now. Aziz Ojulari.
Aziz Ojulari from the Giants.
Yeah.
And they also have Will Anderson. Derek Stingley's been a good year last year.
Derek Stingley. Yeah. The number 2. Bro, that's crazy. Kyle Hamilton and Derek Stingley, bro. We'll have to talk about it.
I really hope not to. We don't have to play this what if game anymore after this draft. I'm tired of just going back and looking at games and be like, man, we could have had him, because it gets boring at some point.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. So I'm conflicted though on the quarterback pick in terms of trusting Adam Peters because on the one hand, Trey Lance trading up to get Trey Lance, my birth date twin. On the other hand, getting Brock Purdy, the Mr. Irrelevant pick. So it's like I'm leaning more towards Purdy and just being able to find like a quarterback, and I think trusting AP, but I don't know, bro. It's always scary. It would have been less scary if we were number one, to be honest. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. I will say, bro. You know what I found out yesterday? Michael Penix Jr. was born the day before me, bro, and this man's finishing up college. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. It's gonna turn
yeah.
24 in a month and 4 days.
How old is
But
Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels is
23.
similar to 23. Okay, who's the youngest guy in the draft? They're all old.
I think it's McCarthy. I think he's 20, right?
Uh,
McCarthy.
Jason McCarthy's 20.
I think so. Let me check on that.
Oh.
He's 21. Oh, he turned 20 in January. That's a good question. Now I'm curious. Drake May, I think he's 21.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're 21.
yeah, but for
Yeah,
sure, like I don't think there's any possibility of them trading down. I still felt like there was a little bit considering the fact that they didn't trade Sam Howell yet, but there is no way they were trading down. So I don't know why Adam Brink. I think I saw a tweet that said that the commander should trade down. Like, bro, just stop, just stop.
no,
I think they're
bro.
definitely
When's the
taking.
next time we're gonna get?
Yeah, I think they're definitely taking a quarterback, and if Daniels is that guy, just can't pass up on him.
Yeah. I was gonna say when's the next time we're gonna get the number 2 overall pick, but with the way history has been, I mean, 4 years from now, 2028. But yeah, bro, a lot to figure out because we have some other holes on this team. I do want to talk about a rumor that's swirling, not necessarily among like reporters, but just like among fan pages and stuff. But Brandon Ayuk potentially pairing him with his former college teammate, which is crazy to say because Ayuk was drafted in 2020. But with this former college teammate, Jaden Daniels at Arizona State, um, bro, you want Brandon Ayuk?
I wouldn't mind, but again, it goes back to the price, and also considering the fact that like it's not the biggest need that we on the team right now. Obviously, offensive lineman, also defensive back, so or DB or cornerback. I wouldn't be against. I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't love it. I just be like, oh, especially if it's like we give up a lot for him.
I would love it. I would love it. We have the most cap space still in the NFL right now. Sure, we would probably tie up what 47 million, if not more, to the receiver position, just off of 2 receivers. If we were to trade for Brandon Ayuk, not great for long term future, but he's 26 years old. He definitely, in my opinion, fits in our long term plans. And he'll still be really good once the rest of the team is good. Has that connection with Jaden Daniels. He had what 1,300 yards last year, 1,300 plus, 7, 8 touchdowns. Like it was his career high. He's a really good receiver, bro. He's one of the best receivers in the league, like off of last year and really the last 2 seasons. Very good route runner. I mean, he'll challenge Terry, if not be better than Terry at route running, which we haven't seen in DC. Um, and also, bro, you're saying it's not a need, and I hear that like a lot from people, but it's like I don't trust Jahan Dotson. And then you know how I feel about Yami and everybody else. So it's like for me, it's a huge need. I think we have to get a receiver, if not Brandon Ayuk, to get one in the second round, potentially third round pick. But yeah, we definitely need a receiver in this draft. Also, this is something I wanted to mention with the Stephon Diggs trade, bro. So they got a second round pick back, right? I think what the Bills are thinking and what the Commanders might be thinking too, and really the rest of the league, is that this draft is so stacked at receiver that like you don't have to get someone in free agency or be a trade to really be capable at the position. And I think there are a lot of great guys. Keon Coleman is someone who I've seen mocked to us in the second round. Who else? The guy who ran the fastest 40-yard dash from Texas, the receiver Worthy. I've seen other guys as well get ranked to us as Leggett. from Xavier Leggett from South Carolina. Yeah, these are all guys that potentially could be there for us in the second round. So, but I do think we need a receiver. To me, trading for a Brandon Ayuk probably be a second round pick this year, second round pick next year, maybe another fourth, something like that. I'm down for it, bro. I'm sorry, I am. Even if it means we have to pay him 25 plus million a year.
Yeah. Again, depends on how much we have to give up, but I wouldn't be against it.
That's fair. That's fair. We do have other areas of need on this team, though. I think the second, so after quarterback, I think we can agree maybe it might be 2A, 2B between offensive tackle and edge. I would say offensive tackle is probably, the second biggest need on this team. Bro, what are we going to do there? So this is what I've heard from all these draft people. This draft is very stacked at receiver and offensive lineman, which is perfect for us this year, and quarterback too, which is perfect for us this year. But like, bro, like, what are we gonna do on offensive line?
Yeah, no, I like if potentially so they get the QB right, and they want to go back into the second round, or no, go back into the first round
First
and
round?
trade their two.
Uh-huh.
We have two second round picks. I wouldn't be mine against that. I wouldn't mind against that. Drafting a tackle, getting a guy that could be our Trent Williams for the next 10 years, and maybe in the third round get an edge. I'm leaning towards tackle over edge because with edge, at least we got depth guys with like Clinton Farrell, Dorian Armstrong, not Dorian Armstrong, right, Dorian Armstrong. Who else? The KJ Henry. Like there's
KJ
guys
Henry,
there, right? Compared to
Casey
tackles, where
Tuhill.
Casey Tuhill, yeah. Compared to tackles, where it's just like not that confident.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I think Casey Tuhill actually signed with. I think Casey Tuhill signed with the Bills.
Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
Sucks.
He did. Yeah. Does it suck? I don't know. The fact that I got that wrong, I think kind of shows you guys the answer to that question. But yeah, bro, I don't know. We had to talk. Well, a really good conversation with Brandon last week, and I agreed with him on the fact that I don't want Dorian Armstrong to be our like edge one. Like he could be an edge two, ideally, and I want like a superstar edge to pair alongside him. And I feel like we do need a draft one this year, or else I don't know if we're going to generate a lot of pressure. I know we have our two stud interior defensive linemen, but I mean, you never know with them. Like they could both total 20 sacks next year, or they could both total up 6 sacks. Like you just don't know. So it would be nice to find an edge player. But yeah, I agree. Second biggest area of need on this team is off the tackle. I know we have Cornelius Lucas, who did do some good things in 2020. Like a lot of people forget that. I said he was better than Leno. Like I was on that train, bro, back then. But I think we need a left tackle, bro, for the future, especially to pair alongside a young quarterback. And the right tackle, bro, don't get me started. You know how I feel about Wiley. But the fact that he's still on the team, I mean, it's basically because we need tackles, bro. It's not because he's any good, to be honest. But we have Brandon Sheriff. We have I always forget how to pronounce his name, bro. Biasdz.
Oh, Tyler Biotic.
Biotic. And then the left guard from the Chiefs that we picked up, Al Greer, I think. So our interior should be okay, but we need tackles.
Yeah.
Bro, what are we gonna do at safety, bro? Apparently, like as of this morning, Justin Simmons is still on the market. I don't know why. I know he's age 30, but I mean it's safety.
I mean,
I don't know, bro.
Do we have Derek at free safety and Jeremy Chin at strong safety?
I mean, I've heard Chin, they might use him more as a linebacker. Which I think it kind of fits like Dan Quinn's type of defense. But like we still need, I mean, you think Derek Forrest would be the single high like safety that we have? Like
I think
maybe that free safety?
I think so. I mean, Derek, his rookie year, he really played pretty good. And last year, I mean, injuries and all, wasn't the best year. And I'm not gonna lie, I still think we should have gave Camco that much money. I don't know. I know, like interceptions wise, his stats weren't there, but I mean, Cam Crow, I think it was PFF when his ratings when he was on the field, they were pretty high. But I'm confident with Derek Forrest and Jeremy Chin. I think Nick Olson will draft a guy, maybe a little late in the draft, maybe find like a gem.
Yeah. The thing is though, bro, like we're saying drafts, these players, but it's like they only have so many picks. I know they have a lot of picks, but they only have so many picks. And it's like I feel like at some point we just gotta use the money we have to go after someone. Like I'm still pissed about the L'Jarius Sneed trade that the Titans had. We literally could have made that trade, bro. And he would have been our starting quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks last year. And I know we would have to pay money for him, but that's a position where you can pay money too because we don't have any other corners commanding a lot of money right now. Any really defensive backs commanding a lot of money. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But I do just want to
I just
ask
hope
you.
one thing that they don't use a draft pick on a long snapper. That's when I'm like, that's like
we got a long
BS.
snapper this offseason, bro. Pretty sure we got a long snapper.
Yeah, but just don't draft one or trade up for one. I
Oh,
don't want to see anything like that again.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, you didn't like, trading for a potential star long snapper, bro? Or drafting for one? I mean, I'm for that.
No, I don't care about long snapping, bro. Oh, you're joking. I was about to say, there's no way you're serious about that.
Yes, the first, bro.
I still don't know why would they go with Joey Sly, by the way, bro. I don't know why. Like, you think
what do you mean why? Because he's inconsistent.
Okay, no. When it came to 50-yard plus, he was pretty consistent, though. Remember the 60-yarder against Philly?
What about the 30 to 40 range, bro? Which is most common.
But why are we so confident that Brandon McManus is going to be different?
I thought, was he not more accurate than Joey Sly last year or the last couple years?
Watch, he's going to be accurate within 30, 40 yards to miss the 50-yarders, and then we're going to miss Joey Sly.
We'll see about that. First of all, Joey Sly did not always make the 50-yard. You keep thinking of the one game where you made like 4 freaking field goals.
No, when I see something like that, it's in my mind.
Oh my gosh. Okay, bro. I know, just like the Sam Howell to Terry McLaurin sideline catch that everybody kept thinking about. It was like, oh, Sam Howell is the quarterback in the future before he even played a snap in 2023. But yeah, no. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm trying to think of a last question here to wrap up. Yeah, bro. Where do you think the Commanders rank right now in the NFC East? Like, how do you think the rest of the teams
I was legitimately thinking about that.
Yeah.
No, I think we're better than New York, like roster wise. Now, depending on how good this draft is, like if I'm really confident after a draft, I could see us over Dallas. But right now I have us at 3, and then Philly at 1, Dallas at 2.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I think that's exactly how I have it. Philly at 1, Dallas at 2, us at 3, and then New York at 4. But all of us are beatable, bro. I'm not scared of anybody in this division, including ourselves. But yeah, Cowboys got worse, bro. They didn't sign anybody. Like they literally just let go of everybody.
They're
apparently Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, really?
Okay. I heard, there are rumors of a potential reunion between Zeke and the Cal Turds. We'll see about that. But yeah, bro. I mean, they still have Dak, which he kills us, bro. Dak kills us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's only one game, bro, where I was like, actually, or 2 games. Do you remember the Kerrigan strip sack? Or no, it was Preston Smith. Yeah, and then Kerrigan picked it up. That game, and then the Cole Holcomb pick 6, I think. Like where he threw like almost. I think he threw like 2 picks, or he threw like.
Also, the game where Sam Howell played. I mean, Dak didn't play good that game either. Sam Howell's first game.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's true. That is true. Yeah, so there were moments when we had him, but like for the most part, this man's just owns us, bro. Same thing, Daniel Jones, which that's the only reason why, bro. I can't confidently say we'll beat the Giants because I don't know, some way somehow this man turns into Joe Montana, Tom Brady, bro. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I agree with you. 3rd place right now. I think after this draft, we'll be in 2nd place. I do think that.
Do you think so? Over Dallas?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
We do have a young quarterback though too, so you got to factor.
True, but I can't say that. I can't be a homer, bro. 2A, 2B potentially, but I can't say we'll be over Dallas until I see how we play come week 1. But
No, I
it's
get that.
exciting, bro. We got three exact weeks until the draft. Appreciate you for joining me on this live stream. Appreciate everybody for joining as well. I know this is a little bit of a shorter live stream, but like I said last week, we're gonna try to have these more often Thursdays around this time, ideally around 5:30. But today we had to push it up a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to DMV Sports Zone channel. We like to post fire content like this as much as possible. Also, go follow our Twitter page at DMV Sports Zone, Instagram page, all lowercase DMV Sports Zone, TikTok at DMV Sports Zone as well. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some clips from this episode, even our last episode, on our Instagram page. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And more content on the way. 3 weeks until Jaden Daniels.